night. For my parents, I know we talked about it the whole series, and these last 2 games, it's probably nerve-wracking as heck for them, but it worked out perfectly tonight. He played well, and we won.
Shannon, how impressive was Seth Curry in the loss last night?
He was very impressive. He was the best player in the fourth quarter because he made all of his shots. He scored 9 points. But I think the thing is, Skip, it's not easy having an older brother. Not that older brother. I mean, this is not a Brooke and Robin Lopez situation, Skip Bayless. This is, your brother is the greatest distance shooter. He's a 2-time league MVP, a finals MVP. So the comparisons is just like Eli. Skip, Eli won 2 Super Bowls. What's the next thing out of their mouth? He ain't Peyton. The guy had an unbelievable performance. He ain't Steph. Well, who the hell is?
Yep.
But for him to be in Memphis, Cleveland, Phoenix, Sacramento, Dallas, Portland, 2 stops in the G League, and to be on this stage and not be in awe of the moments like, I belong here. Yeah, it took me a while to get footing, to find someone that believes in me and let me play the game that I can play. But he showed that he belongs. He was their best player in the fourth quarter. The moment wasn't too big for him. I mean, Dame and CJ went 1 for 12. Huh? 1 for 8 and from 3 in the fourth, and he was 3 of 3. He wasn't afraid to let it go. So I was very impressed with him. It's tough, Skip. It's tough competing against your brother on that stage because when me and my brother played, we played each other twice. We both play offense. I'm never going to be on the field at the same time. They actually, sometimes were actually guarding each other. Can you imagine growing up like, man, playing in the backyard, and here we are. This is not the backyard. This is everybody's front yard, and they have a front row seat. So I was very impressed with how well he played, and he's showing that he belonged in this league. Now, we're going to talk about it a little later, the Curry name. Dale can shoot the ball. Steph can shoot the ball. So clearly, well, maybe we ought to give him a look. But it took him a little longer than it took Dad and his older brother. But he showed last night that he belongs in this league, and he's going to be here for a while.
I'm with you. First, let me say, it was impossibly cool that those 2 brothers wound up going mano a mano, play for play, shot for shot, steal for steal, in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals in Oakland, defending champs, with Dad and Mom in the whatever row, 3rd or 4th row that they were in. Absorbing it and having to react to both kids.
On pins and needles both ways.
Pins and needles. And they got jerseys on with Golden State on one side and Portland on the other side.
I read that they flip a coin.
Yeah, which way it goes.
That.
And I couldn't have made it up. It's only in Hollywood, except it was happening for real in Oakland.
Yes.
Right before your very eyes. And the most amazing part of the story is that younger brother, baby brother, was extraordinarily impressive.
Yes.
That Terry Stotts was so taken by Seth's demeanor and countenance and his body language, his confidence level, playing against his older brother, that Terry Stotts played him all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter. I didn't see that coming.
That's what I got.
And it was smart.
Closing 5.
Yeah. What?
That
guy. And he took 3 threes in the fourth quarter, and he drained all 3 of them.
3 of them.
It's hard to do, man, because the problem for baby brother is you're on that long trail you talked about. You start at Liberty, then you go to Duke, then you don't get drafted, you get signed by Golden State, and then waived by Golden State. Then you go to 2, what do we call them, G-League teams.
Now.
They were D-League at that point. One was the Erie Bayhawks up in Erie. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a that's a hard ride up there, man. To take those
basically it's the minor leagues.
Yeah, it's the minor leagues. And then you bounce around. This is your 6th NBA team. Now you're on your brother's stage in your brother's house, and you have to share your brother's spotlight. So the pressure is just as hot on you as it is on your 2-time MVP big brother, right? And you come up that big, and you steal the ball 4 times, and you steal it 3 times from your big brother.
Swiped him.
It's impossible. And Mama...
Skip, I think he started thinking about it because he stole it one time and then come throw it in the front row.
I know, he did. I know. He did just kind of like flip out.
He's like, I got him. I picked brother.
Where am I? Ooh, I'm throwing to nobody. There's nobody. I think he threw it to somebody on the bench.
On the bench, he did.
Thought they were in the game. But then Mama said after the game, Sonia, that she's actually been praying for baby brother to steal the ball from big brother and go to the other end and throw his hands up. I'm not sure he got to do that part, but she did get to actually witness that in a big game with this big stakes.
She might want him to win, Skip, pick the ball from him and throw his hands up because they don't get a shot off and Portland wins and throw his hands up.
Yeah, exactly. And then my favorite moment of the game is 2 minutes to go, and Golden State is down 1, and Damian got a questionable call, but I think he didn't allow Steph to come down.
Yeah, he sideswiped
landing. Yeah. He did. Yeah. So Steph is going to the line to shoot 3 free throws. So he makes the first one, and I think that tied the game.
Right.
And then baby brother actually has the audacity to walk by him and make a comment to him. That's 70 in a row, meaning that's how many you've made. I think that's just in the playoffs.
Fourth quarter and overtime. Last one he missed was 2000 finals, NBA finals. Yeah.
So he says that's 70 in a row, and he completely breaks his routine because then Steph steps back and fires back at him and says, okay, now it's going to be 72. And guess what? He just stepped right up and went swish, swish, and 71, 72. Yeah. Well, what an incredible moment. And I think what got Terry Stotts was that the only trailblazer on the floor who wasn't afraid of Steph Curry was Seth Curry.
Right.
That he had the audacity to go at him, to steal the ball from him, to trash talk him. And so Terry Stotts said, I can ride that. And who made the biggest shot of the night? With a minute left, he made the 3 to put them up 1.
Yep.
And if they could have played a little better defense, Mama might have been hugging this one harder,
And Skip, take it from me, having an older brother, no one is happier for Seth's success than Steph.
Yeah.
My mom was very happy, my sister, my grandmother, but no one like my brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I would do something and send him the clippings, and he would show his teammates in college.
Really?
Or when he's in the league, did you see what my baby brother did?
Now, there were some older brothers who would be jealous.
No, he wasn't jealous. He was very secure with what he...
It goes one of both ways, right?
Yeah, I think the thing, another thing, Skip, is that for me, is that I always embraced the opportunity to compete with what he had done. I didn't feel like I was in his shadow. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing. I mean, because sometimes it can happen, Skip. You have an older brother, not just an older brother, an older, great, all-time great brother.
You do.
And so that's the expectations. Skip, my son said, Dad, I don't want to play sports anymore. Because the comparison, your dad would have caught that.
Yeah.
Your dad would have did this.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want that. What do you think Seth has heard his whole... Your brother would have made that shot. Yeah. Your brother would have done this.
Well, remember this. I know our younger viewers don't get this, but Dad was one of the best shooters in the history of the league.
Yes.
He was at NBA. He wasn't a star player, but he was a star shooter.
He was a marksman. He had a specific skill set, a specific task. When Dale Curry came into the game, he would come in and light it up.
He would.
From 3 or from 2, that's what he was going to do.
Okay.
And his son, I mean, Dale can shoot it. He couldn't shoot like his oldest son can.
Yeah.
But he could shoot.
Man.
Seth is making a name for himself, and I think with his performance thus far, it shows that he belongs. It took him a little while longer, kind of like me. My brother was a first round pick, 7th, and made the Pro Bowl. His second year, All Pro. Skip, it took me a little. I was a 7th round pick. Took me a little longer.
Yep.
But once I showed I belonged. It was something about, for me, it was the playoffs. You know, I had a great regular season in 93, but it was that playoff game, Skip, that I said, you know what, I belong.
Yep.
I'm a damn good player. Mm-hmm. I think
it helps you to know you belong because he had already belonged.
Yes, and I think Seth is like,
hey,
in the Western Conference Final, going head-to-head with the 2-time defending champ. Might be 3, and I'm going head-to-head with my big bro. I belong here now.
I belong.
Confidence is, like Sugar Ray said, confidence is everything in sports. Because everybody's talented. You make it to this level, everybody's talented. It's the belief in your ability that you can get it done.
And is Seth quite as talented as older brother?
No.
No. He defends at a higher level, and Steph has always said he's the better defender, and I believe that. I don't think he's just saying that.
Yes.
But as far as athletic ability, quickness, explosion, handle.
No. And he's a little smaller than Steph.
A little smaller.
And
It looks
Steph
like
is-
he's about 2 inches
Yeah, and
smaller.
Steph is not a big man.
No.
So to be smaller than Steph,
That's true. Yeah.
but it was great to see. It was
something.
great to see last night.
You want to talk about two proud parents. Whew.
It's nerve-wracking.
Good genes. Their
Yeah.
sisters,
Hey,
athletes.
see, Skip, this is why Archie didn't want Peyton and Eli in the same conference.
you're right.
Now,
That's
if
where it
there's
goes back
one
to.
thing, Skip, if we get you in the Super Bowl, man, I don't want to knock you out, so you don't get an opportunity to go.
Well, it makes sense. It's that fine line.
But sometimes you can't control that. In football, they can control this. They can't control this in basketball, especially with Seth is just happy to be on the team, that somebody gave him an opportunity that believed, say, you know what, you can do it. You don't have to be Steph Curry. Be Seth. That's good enough.
Yeah.
What
Well,
a
it's
cool
almost
thing.
good enough last night.
He was
their
he was
family.
great.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy this one, that's for sure, whichever way it goes. Shannon, maybe you have some inside scoop on this next one. Is
Yeah.
LeBron about to get a little bit of help
No, he
this
has
summer?
he has inside
Do you have
hope.
anyone?
I
on
want
your-
that